Welcome to Akron Buzz, everyone. I'm your host, Sarah. Today I get to talk with Ryan Shank. Hi, Ryan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
And Ryan is running as a progressive for governor. He is running as an independent candidate. So first of all, go ahead and just share with us, why are you running?
Well, the primary reason I'm running is because I believe the people of Ohio deserve a third choice, basically. Unfortunately, I believe the two parties are too caught up in what their leadership says and whatever will get them elected to really listen and understand the people of Ohio. So I want to give a fresh look for the people of Ohio, and I want to run on a platform that gives them someone that they can come and talk to and really understand that we're engaging with people.
Sure.
And we really want to put people back in charge of government, not parties who are beholden to their leadership or whatever gets them elected.
Yeah, I can hear that for sure. And you're an Akron native.
I am.
So go ahead and share a little bit of your Akron story and your background with Akron.
Well, originally I was born in Canton,
Okay.
but I moved to Akron at a very young age. I have been a very proud citizen of Akron. I love this city.
Yeah. We do too here on Akron Buzz.
Of course. I attended the University of Akron, where
Okay.
I graduated with a bachelor's in political science.
Nice.
I've been very involved with the local community. I help out with some soup kitchens that my grandparents and my family are personally involved with in the area.
Okay.
And basically really have been trying to give back to our community as much as I could, especially during these times where we really need each other more than ever.
Yeah. And just real quick, what got you interested in politics?
I've been interested in politics ever since I was in high school. I would say seeing how things have been mishandled and how people are used for votes really made me want to get into it to give them their voice back and really understand them and just basically work for what's best for everyone.
Yeah, no, that's really great. I can definitely hear all of that. So we were going to talk about a couple issues facing Akron and a lot of the cities here in Ohio. The first one being poverty.
Yes.
If you were elected, what would you want to bring to that issue?
Well, it's extremely sad to see that Akron and many cities around Ohio are struggling with poverty. And unfortunately with COVID, it's only gotten worse.
Oh, so much.
Yes. If elected, I would like to see it to where we have a government that truly wants to help people and provide them with resources that will help alleviate them from poverty.
Yeah.
One specific thing that I've been pushing for is a law similar to what's been passed in California that would actually require grocery stores to give their food that's been close to or past the sell-by date to homeless shelters and soup kitchens and food pantries around the state.
Wow.
To make sure that people are getting the food that they need. Also, I would increase funding for poverty relief programs. I would like the government to take a more direct approach in helping people.
Okay.
Ensure that they have clean water, a place to lay their head. I mean, we like saying
basic needs, right?
Yes, basic needs.
Basic needs.
In the richest country in the world, in a state like Ohio, people should not be going hungry. They should not be sleeping on the street.
Right.
They shouldn't be looking for where they're going to get clean water. And we shouldn't be criminalizing homelessness.
Yeah, I totally agree.
We've seen plenty of barriers put up so people can't sleep on benches or anywhere around the city. And it's inhumane to me.
Yeah.
And I would love to see it to where we can actually take a firsthand look at providing basic needs for people, ensuring we have programs to help them find a job, to help them find a place where they can call home. Because no one deserves to, it shouldn't be a death sentence.
Right. And I know the city does have some of those programs that are good and that there are many people out there trying to do good for the homeless community in Akron. So I want to make sure to say that.
Oh, absolutely.
And I know you know that too. But we can always do better. And I know there are barriers, like you said. Like, I mean, I've seen the benches with the wood pieces down the middle. And, you know, and it is sad. Everyone should have a place that they can sleep and eat and get water. So I totally agree with you on that. So another issue that you wanted to talk about is suicide prevention.
Yes.
If elected, what were some things that you would go after?
Well, primarily I would first like to target destigmatizing mental health. It's incredibly sad. Ohio is actually ranked 6th in suicide rates in the entire country, primarily among young adults.
Okay.
And it's absolutely heartbreaking that we still have people that stigmatize mental health and think that, oh, they can just get over it and that should be it. Well, if elected, I would primarily like to focus on expanding access to mental health care facilities. We need to spread awareness about suicide prevention. We need to ensure that everyone has equitable access to mental health care resources. We need to provide them with basic needs. Of course, that would go a long way in helping prevent suicide.
Right, it would.
And we need to take a look at some of our gun laws as well.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I believe that the current administration is more concerned with just making sure guns are out there instead of making sure people who are at risk of suicide aren't able to get a hold of those or firearms in general. It's something I would like to look more into. Of course, me and my staff have been looking into it further to pan out some more prioritize some more programs based on suicide prevention. But the primary thing is about destigmatizing and making sure people have the resources that are there for them and that they know that people are out there, we care, and that they deserve to have their feelings heard and deserve to have their voice heard.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I don't think that it should ever be told to someone that they shouldn't be able to seek help or, get that mental health help that they need. I know myself, I've seen a therapist the past couple years.
Absolutely.
I think especially during the pandemic, people realized that they, needed some help, but some people don't feel like they can because of the stigma. So I totally agree with you that that's the first step, is just kind of allowing people to know, like, hey, it's okay to reach out. You can go to a therapist like you can go to a doctor. Like, there shouldn't be a stigma for taking care of yourself mentally. So I agree with that as well. So go ahead and share with us your 3 biggest strengths and what you would bring to the table if you were elected.
Well, I'd say the first big strength is a fresh outlook.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the people we have running right now and those who are currently in office are, I believe, are more beholden to special interests and corporations. If we've been following along, like with the House Bill 6 scandal currently, where it was actually shown that First Energy actually bribed many of our politicians, including some in the DeWine administration, to pass legislation and subsidize failing energy plants, one of which isn't even in Ohio.
Okay.
So I would be providing a fresh outlook.
Yeah.
Someone, I'm not tied to corporate interests. I'm not tied to special interests. My interest is in the well-being of Ohioans, making sure they're able to provide food on their tables, have good paying jobs, and just making sure they're living a prosperous life.
Yeah.
Second, I think it would be someone who's not tied to the political establishment. Like I mentioned, not beholden to special interests or corporations. I am not a career politician. I'm not simply putting my name out there and saying, this is my platform, you know me. I've been in politics my whole life, so therefore you should elect me. I'm really just primarily running on that idea that any of us can get into office, any of us can make a change, and I would be willing to provide that change without selling out the people of Ohio to a party or corporation special interests or my own personal interests. Another thing I'd say I'd be able to provide is actually getting stuff done. You know, there's a lot of bureaucracy, there's a lot of holdup in the government, and things just...
And I'm sure you'd have to deal with some of that, but...
Oh, of course, but I like to think I'm headstrong. I'd be willing to really take the bull by the horns with it and really force the establishment politicians to come to the negotiation table to where we can discuss these issues, figure out what's going to be best, and get legislation through.
And get stuff done.
Yes.
All right, I love that. So May 3rd is the primary vote. So people can go out and vote in the primaries, and you don't just have 2 choices. You have Ryan as well. I don't know if there are other people as well going independent, but we're glad that you were here with us today, Ryan. Thank you so much.
It was great being here.
Go ahead and lastly, share with people how they can find you. Do you have a website? Do you have social media? All of that.
Yes, you can find us on Twitter at Ryan4Governor, our Instagram, which is Shank4Ohio. There we post a majority of our campaign updates. Also on Facebook, you can follow me on my personal account, which is Ryan Shank. And as well, we are currently working on a website that will be Shank for Ohio as well. Working out a few of the kinks, but it will be up soon, so you'll be able to follow us there.
All right, great. Thanks, Ryan.
All right,
thank you guys so much for being here with us today. We had a great time here on Akron Buzz. We hope that you'll follow us on Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and make sure you check us out on our brand new Roku channel. Bye, everyone.